Okay. Welcome to Steelmate live shows. This is Sam.
This is Becky.
Okay. Hello. Welcome our customers to watch our live show again here.
Yes.
Yes. And this is Sam from Steelmate. And today we're going to introduce our parking sensors, parking assist systems
Yes.
for our customers. So, Becky,
Yes.
does you ever have some problems while you are parking a car?
Yes, of course. Sometimes I'm not very good at the reversing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I couldn't see anything when I back up, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So my car will hit something else and make some dangerous. So the situation is very dangerous. So I
Yes.
thought it would be great if have some product could be solve this problem. Will be much better, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So today we'll introduce our parking assist system here.
Yes.
And most customers will call this product for parking sensors. So this product is a common product and is very useful for the drivers when they want to reversing or parking a car here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So almost every passenger car has a parking sensor system for daily using, right?
Yes.
In the parking. Right?
Yes.
So that's why the parking sensor is very important for us, right?
Yes, of course. Okay, so does your car have the parking sensors?
For now, yes.
Okay. So your car parking sensor is only rear parking or front parking as well?
Just only for the river parking.
Just for rear parking?
Yes.
Okay. So for my cars also have a rear parking here.
Okay.
Okay, so for a lot of questions here,
Yes.
does your front bumpers of your car get damaged or get scratching while you're driving,
Yes.
while you parking here?
Yes.
Okay, so for the front parkings, it seems we're also needed here because you know that for me as a very skillful driver for more than 6 years, and
Yes.
also when I'm reversing or parking a car here, sometimes my front bumpers also get scratched to the bush or hit something while my reversing because it is very easily for drivers to focus on the situation from the back.
Yes.
And ignore the situation from the front. So today we will introduce one items which is very greatly helping the driver to solve the problem for the front bumpers. And this item is PTS 411s. And this is the main item that we are promoting right now.
Okay. So could you tell me more about what's new and also what's new to this product and also to our customers?
Okay, sure. We can see that here, this box is a packing for the PTS 411s.
Yes.
Okay, and these systems can working for the front parking sensor or the rear parking sensors, and this we call it dual purpose here for for these items here. Okay, we'll check out what's inside.
Okay.
Okay, here is a menu here,
Yes.
and here are the sensors.
Okay.
And here is the cover,
Okay.
and here is the main ECU. And okay, we check the main ECU first. And here, for the main ECU, we can say that it's very slim here, and we can see that there have three jumpers here. So these items can be works for front park sensor and rear park sensors. It's most is very convenient for the importer or distributors because for these items they only need to keep one item as stock, and you can both servers for the front and the rear parking sensors.
Okay.
So it provides more ability more flexible for the customers here.
Okay.
Okay. So and also it can solve the problem for the inventory problem for the customers here.
Okay, so
Okay.
that sounds great, right?
Yeah.
So a customer can make a mix and combine some order to meet our production MOQ, right?
Yes.
Yes, and it also can fit some small and micro business
Yes.
activities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So another question.
Yeah.
Yes, since you mentioned that this product is available for the front and the rear, right?
Yes.
So I would like to know how long is it the cable, and will this cable length be sufficient when I use it as a front parking sensors?
Okay. So we can check the cable for this one.
Okay.
Okay. Here are the cables for the parking sensors, PTS 411s.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have 4 sensors here, so we have 4 cable here right now. Okay, this 4 cable,
Okay.
and our standard products equipped with the cable. The length is 2.3 meters, and normally this one is for the rear parking sensors.
Okay.
But if you want to use this one both for the front or rear, then you will have another options for the customers, and you can choose the cable with the length for 4.5 meters.
Okay. So for these two, the cables is for the standard or the optional choice.
Yes, so for the 2.3 meters, it's a standard for the our products, and for the 4.3, it's optional for the customers.
Okay.
Okay, so we will briefly introduce about this our products for each components and how it works here.
Yes.
Okay, so I just showed the main ECU here right just now. So I will come with the socket and how to connect the wires for installation. Okay. Firstly, we can see that on the cover we have 3 words ABCD. That means 4 sensors. So and we correspondingly we have the 4 cables
yeah.
and 4 sensor here, and we can check. Okay, here is the sensors for the for sensors each one, and this one this sensors separately with the cable because it will be helpful for the installer to install the sensors. They can just drain it on the bumper and insert the sensors to connecting with the cables. Okay, so for next socket is the display, and we can find our display here. We can check this. This is the displays, and the next one is the speaker, and also we call it a buzzer here.
Okay.
Okay, so which means this 2 sockets is optional for customers. The customer can choose the speaker or buzzer only, or it can work with the displays. Okay, so the last socket is the power, and we can check the power cable here. Okay, here is the power cable. Sorry, this is the power cables, and this is for the speakers, for the extending the buzzer. Okay, and let us check the back of the main ECU here. And we can say there are 3 jumpers here. And the first jumper we can say is front and rear. So right now our standard product is for the rear parking sensors. So if you want to change it to work with the front parking sensors, you are just simply plug out the jumper and insert to the top, and then this system works with the front parking sensors. And also for the another 2 jumpers here, we can see that they have the distance for the bumper heat from the ground to the bumpers. So you can choose the different heat from the ground to the bumpers to let the parking sensors working have a better performance here. Okay, and what's more, we can see that there are some clip for the wires, and here is the tape for fixing the cable, and this have a saw for for draining the hole for the sensors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I understood. So
Yeah.
but here comes in your question is about the front and rear parking sensor.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned that if this product can be as a front, both front and the rear parking sensor,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. So so I mean I install one parking sensor and both as a front, and the another one is for the rear parking sensor, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
so I would like to know how can we identify the buzzer warning from the front of the from the rear parking sensor.
Okay. We can see that we have one buzzer here.
Okay.
And if you install our systems for front and for the rear both, so the customer may be wondering that how to identify the voice is from the front or from the back. Okay, so for this buzzer, we have solutions to solve the problems. Firstly, we can say that on the left and the right side, we have 2 switch here, and this 2 switch is changing the sound volume for the sound, and also you can change the frequency for the volume for the sound. So for example, for the volume, we have 3 levels here. First one is low level, and the second one is medium level. Third one is high levels. And for the frequency, we have the low frequency and the high frequencies. So the customer can setting the voice with different volume and different frequency to helping the driver to notice that the voice is from the front or from the back. Okay, so simply this systems, if you installed with the rear parking sensors, so there only just to need to connecting to the cable the system where only to be activated if you change the gear from to the reversing, then the system will start working. And if you change this system to the front parking sensors, then you have to connecting this two wires. One is for the reversing gear, and another one you have to connect into the free brake. So which means for the front parking sensors, we just while you parking, only if your foot on the foot brake, then the system will be activated, or your system switch to the reversing gear, it also will be activated here. Okay, so for the I think for the front parking sensors is very important to the customers.
Yes.
Because while us to reversing here, many drivers are mainly focused on the on the back situations, so you can be easily ignore the situation from the front. So if you install with these systems, any obscure or objects from the front, the system will warning to you, and then you can avoid any accident here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for this product is very intelligent, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and what's more, for these systems, we have a very special designs for the customers, because this system is not only works for the 12 watts passenger cars, but also this system can works for the 12 watts like the light truck and the pickup and the van like that. So the voltage input is from 11 watts to 24 watts.
Okay,
Yeah.
so suitable for working different cars, right?
Yes. Okay. And we can know that also this system have this system have a very special function. I just mentioned that we can change the heat of the ground to the bumpers.
Yes.
Because for the different cars, the heat from the ground to the bumper is different.
Yeah.
So if you install it on the different cars, so we can change the distance from 45 centimeters to 54 centimeters for the small cars. And if your car, the heat from ground to your bumper is higher, and then you can change it to another options. The distance is from 54 to 65 centimeters. Okay, so it will helping the parking sensor performance better here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there are some customer comments.
Okay.
So they ask what is the make of this product market?
Okay. The main market of our parking sensor systems right now includes a lot of areas and the countries, and then there are mainly the customer is from the Europe and North America,
Yes.
Middle East,
Okay.
and Southeast Asia, and also from South America as well.
Okay.
And mostly the customer from the Europe, they need very special functions because they want to traveling during their weekend and vacations. So they are using very big cars with a trailer to tour the trailer, and also they are driving a big SUV with a spare wheel on the back. So for our systems have a very special function are designed for this kind of cars, and we call it learning functions because if your car with a tow bar or with a spare parts on the back, and our system can prolong the detection distance for 20 centimeters. So you can ignore the tow bar or the spare parts to regard it this as a object on the back. So you can avoid any false alarm here.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very specially designed for this kind of cars.
Yes,
Yeah.
sounds is very good, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think after this show, I think everyone will buy a new product for their car, right?
Okay. So what's your color for the car?
It's a white.
White.
Yeah.
Okay. And our sensors, you can say normally it's black, but if you want to choose a different kind of colors,
Yes.
we also have a lot of options for the customers here. Okay, we can check what colors of the sensor we can do here.
Okay.
Okay, so here is the color chart for the sensors, and we can say that there we have a lot of options for the customers, from the white, yellow, black, and blue, and many other options as well.
Yes.
So if the customer want to make another colors which is not included here, they also can be sent us the code for the Pantone code colors, the color code, and we can tailor-made the color for customers.
Okay.
And what's more, even you already bought our parking sensor systems already, our sensors can be printed with other colors as well.
Okay.
Okay, so which means our sensors is okay for the customers to painting the color for their favorite colors for them.
Okay. So for
Yeah.
the sensor color, we can do the OEM different color for the
Yeah.
customer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Display, right?
Yes. Okay. And also, after we're checking the color of the sensors, and we can present different sensor type for our customers to choose as well.
Okay.
And here we can say that we have two kind of sensors for installations.
Yes.
First one is like this one. We call it bumper mounting sensors, because for this kind of sensors, the installer should drill in the hole on the bumpers and insert this kind of sensor to the hole. That's finish the installations. So we call it bumper mounting installation ways. But we have another way to install the system as well.
Okay.
Because for the bumper sensor, for the bumper mounting sensors, normally because for the cars, the bumper is not flat.
Yes.
So we have to offer the different angle covers for the sensors to helping the sensor have a better fitting to the bumpers.
Yes.
So this is the cover for the sensors.
Okay.
And we can say that this kind of sensor cover, we provide three options for the customers. First one is the 0-degree angles, which means the sensor is vertical to the bumpers, so they have low angles. But if you are fitting on the left side or right side, the bumper is not flat, so you can choose another two angle cover for the sensors to helping the sensor with a better fitting to the bumpers. Another two angles is 4 degrees and 10 degrees. So you are helping the installer to install the sensors to have a better fitting on the bumpers. So what's next? We have another kind of way for the installations. We call it flush mount, and we can see the back. And here, yeah, on the back, it's not like the bumper mounting sensors. We have another like a screw like that to hatching the sensors with the bumpers. So this way, we don't need the cover for the sensors, and the sensors can just very equally with the surface of the bumpers. So this way, also using on the original cars. So also this kind of sensors, we call it OE sensors for the parking sensors. So that's why there are many customers prefer to choose our flush mount parking sensors because this kind of installation ways is exactly same as the original cars. So that's why our Steelmate parking sensors are very popular in the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a two kind of sensor for installations. Okay.
Yes. So I have another question is about the
Yeah.
about the sensor and the ECU, right?
Yes.
Because I am from the South China
Yeah.
and in summer there is a heavy rain and high temperature weather, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to know is this system still working normally in this hot weather?
Yes.
Yeah.
As I just said that for our Steelmate products, always have a very high quality standards here.
Yes.
And for example, like the sensors, we have the exactly same sensors as the OE cars. And also for our main ECUs and the cables are doing a lot of testing here.
Yes.
So our products can be working in the temperature from below 40 centigrade to 80 centigrade for the temperatures. And also the sensor are waterproof, and also for the connectors also waterproof. For this connector, only just plug in, and when you use this cat to cover it, and then it's waterproof. Okay, and what's more, our cables are using the wire inside the cable is all copper materials. So it provides a better transformation for the signals. And what's more, our products have our parking sensors have been produced and selling for more than 20 years. So our systems already been upgraded to the up to date. So the performance is very stable and never have complaints for our customers. And also our parking sensors, you can choose 2 sensor or 4 sensor for the customers. Yeah.
Okay, so Steelmate has a very high standard for the product, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
let us do some summarize about the PTS 411
Okay.
models. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So the number one is about the dual proposal, right? Can
Yes.
be the sensor and the cable can be used as a dual parking sensor or in the front parking sensor, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another one is apply for the passenger car and or the 24 voltage commercial car
Yes.
suitable for different cars, right?
Yes, for
Yes.
the two kinds of voltage input cars.
Yes, yes. The sleep point is this system has a landing function for the car with
With
tow
the
bar
tow
or
bar
spare
or
wheel,
the spare
right?
wheel, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fourth point is has a self testing function
Yeah.
to check the sensor working normally or has a anti force the function, right?
Yes, because the self-testing functions that for the sensor, if the sensor have problem or
Yeah.
not working normally, our buzzer or the display will indicate the corresponding sensors to have problem to alert the drivers to change this sensor immediately.
Okay. And the last one is inside pumper amount sensor with 3 different covers to fit the pumper, right?
Yes.
And flash mount the sensor is adjustable to fit the pumper in the same surface, right?
Yes.
Yeah, also called
OEM
sensor,
yes,
right?
yes. That's
And-
all the features about PTS 411.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And also this system are all weather designed. They can work in any kind of conditions of weather, even in the heavy rain or snowing.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
yeah, also even the area is too cold or too hot,
Yeah.
it also working normally.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us have a short break and to check if I have any comment or question from our customers, and then we'll come to the next product. Okay.
休息一下。Okay, welcome back to Steelmate line song.
Welcome back.
Yes, and one typical question from our customer, and we are going to next model to answer this.
Okay, yes.
He said, I am a car importer and import a car, and all import cars are without the parking sensors. So I want to make both front and rear sensors for cars and make the cars with a high level for selling.
Yes.
Yes.
So-
Yes. So for this model is in here. So this is a front and rear parking sensor. Okay, let me introduce. Okay. Okay, this is for the front and the rear parking sensor. The number is the PTS A10 series. Okay, let us open the box. Okay, we can see the component in the side. Okay, so
Yeah.
this model can be changed, has 8 sensors, and then it also can be changed by the 8 sensors, right? Yes.
Sensor.
Oh, 6 sensor. Sorry. Okay, let me open the sensor first. Okay, 8 sensor in here. So you also can be changed to the 6 sensor, 4 sensor by rear and 2 sensor for the front parking, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this model not only including all features that PTS 411 has, it also have a companion to set of the PTS 411 models. To make your 8 sensors, it also can be integrate ECU by one, designed to a safe tie and label installation, right?
Yes, because for PTS 11s, 411s, if you want to use for front and rear, you have to install 2 ECUs.
Okay.
But for this item, you only you need to install 1 ECU.
Yes.
So this is the ECU here. Okay.
Yes. And we can see this. This is a LCD display, and this display we can see the both front and rear situation shown in the same display. And there is a function for the sensitivity adjustment for both PTS A10 model. Okay, this is for the ECU.
ECU,
Yes,
yeah.
and this ECU you can see the ECU jumper in here can be setting to indicate the sensor installation higher from the glow to get a better detection performance, right?
Yes,
Yes.
just as I explained.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let us show the different display for the customer, okay?
Okay, sure. Okay, here have another LCD display and
Yes.
LED display for our customer to choose.
Yes.
Okay, we can check.
Open it.
Okay. For the first one.
For the first one is a LCD display,
Display,
right?
yes.
Yes.
Mm.
So, okay.
Yeah, it's also with a human voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is this two kind of the model is for the LED display. It can be installed on the dashboard, and the most common installation location also can be installed for the front or front rooftop or the rear rooftop, and see the visual data by rear mirror, right?
Yes.
Yes, and the display will this one. Yeah. And display with digital value can be changed different directions, so according to above the location selected.
Yes.
Yes.
And normally the color of this is blue.
Yes, it's different.
Yeah, when you are reversing and the distance is too close, it will change to red.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As I say, our parking system has a self-testing function, right?
Yes.
So if there is any damage and defeat the sensor happen, the middle, this one, the middle forward rise to indicate this one, will indicate the corresponding for sensor will flash and B to let you know which one sensor has some problem, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a self-testing functions.
Yes, and all LCD display and the LED display has a human voice warming, and you can choose turn on or turn off. So
Yes.
for the color marking and testing, customers more like the slim design.
So, yes, more in design.
Yes, more like this one display. very slim and looks very nice and elegant, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Here,
So,
yeah.
yes, so we just do a brief introduction about the e-sensors for this model. So, how about its installation? We can see a video to see. Okay.
Okay. Let us see a video to check how to install the sensor for the PTS A11, A10.
OK，
OK，
我们放一下那个
安装
安装视频，
雷达的。
雷达的。来，你开场吧。
Okay, welcome back to our Steelmate shows. Okay, we just finished the introduction for the parking sensors,
Yes.
and we introduced the two items here.
Okay.
First one is the PTS 411s, and another one is for PTS 18. And these two items are most the selling items here. So if you have interest with our products, please contact with us by the email address showing on the screens.
Yes.
And so Becky, what's next we will introduce to our customers?
How about our new product, glass spot detection?
Okay, the blind spot detections actually it's not a very new product because this product already selling to the market for a few years.
Yes.
And also there have more and more customers are caring about this kind of products because for blind spot detection systems, it's greatly helping the drivers to ensure the driving safeties, especially for when they want to change the lane.
Yes.
Yeah, because do you have any experience that where you want to change the lane, but suddenly from the back side there have a car comes, comes
Yes.
to,
Suddenly appear, so
Yeah.
it almost happen some traffic accident for us
Yes.
when we driving, right?
Yeah, because normally because for cars there have the brand arrows, so you cannot see the car in your mirrors or side mirror or in the rear mirrors.
Yes.
But when you turn when you change the lanes, the cars appears from the back.
Yes.
So it makes a very dangerous situations here.
Yes.
So today, the products for blind spot detection systems can help him to solve these problems. Okay, so we will introduce our products directly.
Okay.
Okay. Firstly, we will introduce our SBS1, the blind spot detection systems. Okay.
The first one.
Yes, this is the first one items here, and we can check that this box have some special figures and on the
Special
box.
design for the bus.
Yes,
Yeah.
because this box is also a tooling for the installer to calibrating the positions to help you installing the sensors. Okay, we will check the components inside first, and then we will show a video for how to install the systems here. Okay, firstly, this is the main ECU for our product, and here is the connector for the cable, and here is the sensors for the blind spot detections. So Becky, do you know what kind of sensor we are using here?
Sorry, I don't know.
Okay, as I said, we just introduced the parking sensors.
Okay.
We know that the parking sensor we are using is radar sensors.
Okay.
But for this blind spot detection systems, we are using the microwave.
Okay. So what's difference about these two different sensors?
Okay, I will explain what's the difference here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because for the radar sensors,
Okay.
normally the detection range is
yeah.
Between the 3 meter to
Okay.
5 meter maximums. But for this microwave sensors, the distance can be 15 meters.
Okay.
And for this kind of sensors, the conditions, they works more stable in different kind of weathers. Okay.
So more accurate, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So and we can see that our sensors is very small and slim.
Yes.
Because we are using different kind of sensor comparing with other competitors.
Okay.
We know that because for the other competitors are using very big
big,
yes,
yeah.
big sensors here,
Yeah.
just like this. Yes. For this one,
Another brand?
yes, it's from our competitors.
Okay.
We know that it's very big.
Yes.
And our is small. So what's the difference here? Because the frequency for the sensor is different.
Yes.
Normally for the other competitors, they are using 24 gigahertz sensors here.
Okay.
And our sensors were using 79 gigahertz.
Okay. High frequency, right?
Yes, the frequency is different.
Okay.
And so why we chosen this kind of frequency sensor here?
Yeah.
That is because we can see it apparently this sensors, the size is bigger.
Right.
Yeah, because for this sensor we are installing under the bumper, inside the bumpers.
Yes.
So normally the space inside the bumper is very small.
Yeah.
If your sensor is big, so it cannot fit for all the cars.
Yeah.
Because the space between the bumper, we can see that.
Okay.
For example, here is the rear bumpers.
Yes.
Inside, the space inside is
Yes.
very limited here.
Yeah.
And also you can see here have the lights and other cables inside the bumpers.
Yes.
So if your sensor is too big, then you have left a small space to install the sensors.
So
Yeah.
yes, so limited space of the pumper design
Yeah.
to the sensor is need to small.
Yes,
smaller
to be
design.
small sized
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So that's why we're choosing this kind of sensor here.
Yeah.
And what's more, the accuracy for the two kind of sensor is different. For the sensors like this one, the 24 GHz sensors, the accuracy is about 30 to 50 to 40 to 50 centimeters.
Okay.
But our this kind of sensors, the accuracy is about 3 to 5 centimeters.
Okay.
So which means the accuracy is much better.
Much better, yeah.
Than the
And good
other.
performance?
Yes, good performances, and
Okay.
also you can work for all kinds of conditions of the weathers.
Okay.
Even there have a fog, snowing, or heavy rains. The sensor is working very stable here.
Okay.
So that's why we're using this kind of sensor here.
Okay, that's
Okay.
great.
Okay, let's see what's more here. Okay.
What's this?
Here is a display.
Okay. Very small.
Yes, it's very small and it's a triangle shape design.
Yes.
So this kind of display we will install on the A pillar of the cars,
Okay.
both for the left side and the right side.
Okay.
So when you want to change the lanes, if they have a car coming from the back, this display will warning the driver by flash and the sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you warning by the whistle and the sounds, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't want to change the lane, but still they have a car comes here, so they will only have the light flashing.
Okay.
Yeah, to let us the driver they have approaching car.
Because you say this product you warming in the driver by the flash and the beat light.
Yes.
So I would like to know this display is warming can be choose to turn on or turn off.
Yes. The volume of the voice can be changed here.
Yes, I saw this. It has a button for the change.
Yes, we have a very small hole to change the switch,
Okay.
to switch it on or switch off.
Okay.
For the sound.
Okay.
Because maybe for some drivers think that the voice is too noisy here.
Yes.
So you can choose to turn it off. Then you
Okay.
will only have the flash here.
Okay. So can you show us this
Yes.
product? How does it work?
Okay. We will check. Okay. Okay, we are showing this on this display.
Okay.
Okay, in order to show you this product how it working here, we made a tester here.
Yes.
Okay, so for example, we have different kind of displays. For
Okay.
example, we have this one. This is like ruby is red color, and also we have another display like showing on the mirrors. So we can check it for the how it works here.
Okay.
Normally, while you're driving on the road, if there have a approaching car from the back side, then our display will only flashing to warning the drivers. Okay, we can see how it works here. Okay, so that means there have a approaching car from the back.
Okay.
And at the same time, if the driver want to change the lane, so he need to turning the turning light to the left or right. So when he turning the turning light, you will give the light flashing and the sound at the same time.
Okay.
So that means it's very dangerous here. So you shouldn't to change the lane. You have to wait till the car comes, and then you are it's safe for you to change the lane. Okay.
So after your operation for this
Yeah.
model, I think this product is very useful for the driver, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let us come back for the component of this
Okay.
product. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So let us to check what's more components inside.
Okay.
Okay. Firstly, here is the main ECU.
Yes.
And here is the display, and we have two sensors here.
Okay.
And okay, what's more?
And there is a phone to protect the
Yeah,
ECU and
the
the
components.
sensor.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we can check inside.
Okay.
Okay. Here is a cable for the main ECU.
Very strong for the
Yes.
cable.
Yeah, this is for the sensors,
Okay.
and here is for the main ECU.
Okay.
And there have some tape, and this is a
one.
magnet to helping the calibrating the positions.
Okay.
So after I introduced the components, we have a small video to show how to install these systems. Okay. Firstly, we can say that here is the main cable for the blind spot detections, and we can say that this cable is very strong and very heavy here.
Yes.
And so we can ensure the durability for this product. Okay, here is the main connector to the ECUs. So we just need to plug into the main ECU. This is yes,
easy.
and we also will offer a sticker for the main ECU to stick on the vehicles.
Okay.
And we can see what's more how to connect the other cables. We can see there have a lot of cables and also have many fuse here. Okay, so what's more here and okay. Here, this two cable is for the sensors.
Yes.
And we can see that there the sensor have indicate for the left and the right.
Oh, okay.
This is for the right, and here is for the left. So this sensor didn't choose the positions, but we should choose the position for the cables.
Okay.
So this one have to change to install the corresponding side of your bumpers.
Yes.
And then we just plug into the sensor. Then the sensor installation is finished. And what's more, we have to connecting few cables because here the cable need to power to our main ECU, and then and also you are connecting to the turning lights. Okay, so we will check what's these few cables are connected for. Firstly, the red cables is for the this is the red one is for the reversing lamp, which means when you're reversing this system also detecting the object from the back.
Okay.
And also here the black cable is connecting to the ground, and okay, and this brown cable is connecting to the right turning light. This is for the right turning light, which means when you turning the turning light to the right, they have the input to the main ECU.
Okay.
Okay, and what's more, here, yes, the blue cable is for the left turning light.
Okay.
So when you turn in to the left, there have an input to the main ECU as well.
Okay.
So what's more for this one? This one is the light blue one's colors is for the currents lamp, which means for you this like the we call it a small light in Chinese.
Okay.
Because you will indicate your light for the light during the light. Okay, so here is the cables connecting to different cables here.
Okay.
And this one is for the this cable is for the display, and we can see that here is the display for the left, for the right.
Like this, really easy.
Yes.
Let me try. Okay. Okay.
Yes, and this one is for the left. Yes. And here we have to connect this cable to the main cables, and then we finish the installation for the whole systems.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only few cables to connect. So comparing with the car alarms, I think this product the installation is much easier here. Yeah, because for car alarm systems are the more than 12 or 13 cables should be connecting, and each cable you have to find it in your dashboard.
Yes.
So I think this one the wire connection is much easier here.
Okay.
Okay, so we finished this item, and what's more, we have
another model.
Yes,
Okay.
of course, for Steelmate, we are not just promote just one items. For our Steelmate products, we always have a lot of choice for our customers.
Yes.
Yeah, so let us see what's more choice for our customers.
Okay.
Just now we introduced the SBS one,
Okay.
with a triangle displays, and we have a larger displays for customers to choose as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let us see what's the different display for the customers. Okay, and first one is this kind of smaller Ruby
Display.
designed
Okay.
displays, as we just issued to the customers, and you can see that the color is orange, and it's only flashing, but if without sound, they also have a larger buzzer here to install under the dashboard here.
Yes.
Okay, this is for the Ruby designed displays. And another design is for this kind of mirror. Okay, for this mirror design, because for some cars, for the original cars, if the original car with blind spot detection systems,
Yes.
normally the indicator that were showing on the mirrors. So when they
Okay, so everything is okay. Let us continue to introduce
Okay.
about this
Okay.
model, okay?
So if they have the blind spot detection with the original for the original cars, normally it is showing on the mirrors. So because it's more easier for the drivers to be noticed the situation here, because
Okay.
normally when the driver want to change the lane, first side they have to to check this side from the mirrors. So if there have approaching object here, so it will be easily for the drivers to catch the side from the mirror.
Okay.
So that's why also have a lot of customers prefer the display to showing on the mirrors, but there have another problem here. For most products from the competitors, they designing the display on the mirrors, but for different cars, the shape is different. So yeah, so the mirror cannot be fixed for all the cars.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That's
big,
not good.
yes,
Right.
it's a big problem for
Yeah.
this kind of product, because you cannot suitable for all the models of cars.
Okay.
Only can be specially for specific models here.
Okay.
But for our Steelmate, we have another solution here. We're using optical fiber designed displays. So we can check the back side of here. This display is not normally the LED flash LED indicators. It's optical fiber inside. So the light were transforming from the main ECU to the display. This is the display here.
Yes.
So we can check again. It's not, this is a red light here, but it's optical light. Actual light is not for the LED indicator or LCD indicator like that. It's actual optical light.
Okay.
So with these solutions here, so this product is 100% to suitable for all kind of model of cars. Okay, so this is a rather special design for our blind spot detection systems here.
Okay.
Okay.
We just introduced the blind spot detection is display, right?
Yeah.
So how about the sensor? Because I thought the sensor only have one. The installation is a sticker. So also have another choice for the customer.
Yes, as I just said that after introduction about this product, we are share a small video for how to install about the sensors. So let us to check the video for how to installing the sensor first, and then we will check another solution for the customers. Okay.
看一下那个安装视频。
盲区的安装视频。 Okay, after we check the video how to install the normal the microwave
Voice
sensors
model.
for the sticking into the bumpers.
Yes.
And we have offer another solution for the installations, which is similar like our parking sensors. This one is kind of drilling hole way to installing this kind of brand spottification systems.
Okay.
And we have two sensors here.
帮我放大。
The installation is just exactly as the parking sensors. We can offering a special driller to drill a hole
Yes.
for installation because normally for some country, for some European countries or North American countries, the labor cost is much higher. So if we want to install the blind spot detection systems, you have to discharge the rear bumpers, so it will take a lot of time. And if you choose our this training hole way to install the sensors, it can be very easily to install this kind of systems. You no need to discharge the bumper, and you just drilling a hole and insert this sensors, and then you can finish the installations. So it's a much easier way for our customers to choose.
Okay.
So for our customers, our Steelmate provides a lot of choice to the customer to choose with different kind of displays and also different kind of sensors for the installation ways to helping the customer to reduce the labor cost.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you are interested with our products and if you want to try our products, you can contact with us by the email which is showing on the top of the screen.
Yes.
Okay, so Becky, do you have any other problem about this product?
For now, just for another question is about the because when we change the lane light.
Yes.
Yes. So the another display will flash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to know this flash has a different the
Light.
different lights to showing the car to approach our car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this very sweet design for the customer,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
So this blind spot detection systems is mainly designed to helping the people to ensure the driving is more safe.
Yes.
And also it gives the other functions to helping the drivers when he reversing the car. If they have approaching objects from the left and the right side, it also the system will all in you for this. Okay, so
Okay, so for now
yeah.
I don't have any question about this product because your introduction is very detailed for that, right?
Okay. So today we just introduced about the parking sensors and also for the blind spot detection systems.
Yes.
So this kind of products are greatly helping our drivers to ensure the driving safety and parking safeties here.
Yes.
So I think this product is greatly to relieve our slogan here. Think safety, think Steelmate.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to introduce about, if you want to know more about our products or our company, and you can check the video that we will introduce you our company and how the products to be produced here.
Okay.
Okay. 参观视频。参观。
参观视频。
Hello guys, I'm Abby. Today I'm going to show you around the workshop and the testing center in Steelmate to see how the workshop are running and how a product is being produced in the production line, as well as what the testing center is capable of. So let's go and look around the workshop first. Okay, now we are at the entrance of the SMT workshop. And you can see that here is the dressing room for the workshop staff to change into their ESD gears and shoes. Let's go inside to see what's going on there. After checks, here we are in SMT workshop. As you can see, there are 10 production lines over here to mount the electronic components on PCBs. With the production capacity of more than 200 million pieces of PCBs of electronic components each month. In the following minutes, I will take a closer look and show you how the tiny electronic components are being mounted. As you can see, the bare PCB piled in good order is fitting inside the machine for surface cleaning. After cleaning, the PCB will be conveyed to this Siemens machine. Look, the robotic arms are dispersing the solder paste onto the predefined area on the PCB, according to the computing program. Of course, we got quality check station here right after the solder paste printing process, to check whether the printing work was done well or not. Then, the PCB will continue to be conveyed next to the small chamber where robotic arms pick up the tiny electronic components, such as resistor, capacitor, diodes, chipsets, and place them onto the specific location based on the computing program. After components placed onto the solder paste layer, we will have them to go through this reflow soldering oven for a certain time at certain temperature, so that the components are firmly soldered with the PCBs. Okay, here we are at the last workstation, AOI testing station. Each and every piece of solder PCB will be inspected by AOI tester for any functional or physical defect. Then the OK populated PCBs will be placed into the anti-static plastic box and transferred to DIP workshop for further processing. Now we are in DIP workshop. We can see this PCB from SMT workshop are in place, and this PCB will be inserted with other plug-in electronic components. So right after plug-in components insertion and before waving soldering, we have a check station to visually inspect whether components are inserted correctly without any defect. Then, as what is done in SMT workshop, you got the components soldered onto the PCB. So the way soldering oven is in place to solder the components for a certain time at a certain temperature. When the solder PCB come out of the oven, we have got a checking station here visually inspected the soldering quality. At last, to ensure quality and functions of the components and the PCBAs, we got ICT test at the end of the line to give all PCBAs a thorough physical and functional inspection. And the PCBA tested OK will be transferred to assembly workshop. Well, now we are in the parking assist system assembly workshop. In this workshop, the finished products will be assembled and packaged manually. We can see that after assembling parts onto the PCBAs, the semi-finished products will have to go through a test machine for functional test. After the structural parts are assembled, we have a check station here to test again all the functional performance of the product before they can be through to package station. This is roughly how our product is being produced and how the workshop are running. And next, I will show you around the testing center and tell you what it is capable of. Hey guys, now we are standing in front of gate of the testing center. Let's go and take a closer look. Wow, look at this certificate. Here we get testing capability approvals from national organization and OEM customers. The testing center is accredited by CNAS in accordance with ISO 17025 general requirements on testing and calibration. Going forward, we will see the automotive test system. It is a testing system that can simulate the harsh electronic environments in vehicle and test the anti-interference capability of power supply electronic pumps for the product. Next to it is the shielding room, where CI tests are performed to verify the capability of the products to affect other objects. Here is another room with test device sourced from Japan. It can simulate as high as 30 kV static charge to test the product. Out of anti-static test room, we now come into environmental test room. You can see the test chambers are all occupied by the products being tested. High temperature test and low temperature test, salt spray tests are being performed in this room. On the right side is the automatic radar detection test zone. The radar detection range can be verified here, and the test data will be shown and stored in the related computer. In this room, we got inspection tools such as X-ray machine, Rose tester, and a microscope that can magnify image up to 2,000 times. Then on the first floor, we have other test requirements. Mechanical shock table is used to test products for its endurance of mechanical shock. 3-in-1 temperature test chamber is used to perform the high temperature test, low temperature test, and vibration test. Okay guys, what I have shown you today are only parts of the competitive that Steelmate production line and testing center obtain. If you want to learn more about Steelmate, please join us in online Canton Fair. Hope you guys can enjoy it. Bye!
Okay, after watching this small video
Yes.
to introduce about our production, I think the customers will be know us better. So if you still have a question about our any products for the any products, you can contact with us by the email, and we will try our best to contacting you as soon as possible. So, so Becky, we just finished all the presentation here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we will see you on the next show on
Yes.
tomorrow's.
Okay.
Okay. See you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.